Hello there, this is David from David Books and Comics, and today I want to showcase, literally showcase. I have some Showcase Presents and some Marvel Essentials in one definitive. So I'm going to show you these because these are great holiday reads, especially if you have the time and you appreciate the art and the writing. The art, of course, is in black and white because these are cheap editions made on cheap paper. There are the beautiful archive editions, both in softcover and hardcover, which I have a few of. But this has some of the best artwork you could get in any form. These are the Steve Ditko, and you can tell this is a well-read early copy that I have. You can see how it ages on the edges. Anyway, I'm gonna have a little surprise, so stay till the end if you're interested. Or you can zoom right to the end, and I just have a little surprise for you right at the end. It's not a big thing, but it was important for me. Anyway, so there you go. It's Essential Spider-Man. That's volume 1, of course, and this is one of the early Essentials. It's subsequently been reprinted. So it has Amazing Fantasy 15, first appearance, Amazing Spider-Man 120, and the Amazing Spider-Man Annual 1. All right, so this is another great, it's one of the first ones to come out. This is the Showcase Presents series. This is DC's version. And these are the adventures of the Green Lantern. First appearance of Sinestro and the Guardians, Star Sapphire, and a host of other people. Early stuff, fun reads, very simple stuff. But you can tell the science fiction influences are very, very evident. Here in that famous quote, where when the Green Lantern is powering up his ring in brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. As we know, that line was created way back in the 1940s by the science fiction writer Alfred Bester. So his influences and other science fiction influences are very evident in these stories. Nice reads. There's more to show, so there's only one important one that I don't have, and that's of course Superman. I have other important issues of Superman, and you've seen in my last holiday reads video, you saw my Superman dailies, the reprints. All right, so let me just show you some more. And this is a later edition, and this is Warlock. And this is, of course, Jim Starlin, the character of Warlock. First, he's called him, and of course appeared in Fantastic Four, I think 64 and 65. That was the first appearance, and subsequently appeared in Thor in the cover, and then he came out in Marvel Premiere. And this is the look of Warlock as he's shown here. It was drawn by Gil Kane and writer. The creator, the artist, of course, was Gil Kane. The writer is Roy Thomas, wrote the first stories, and that's what it follows. It doesn't go far back into the original. It started with Marvel Premiere #1, the first cover appearance of Warlock, as he became subsequently called. And similar to this essential Black Panther didn't go to Fantastic Four 52, first appearance 50. First appearance of Black Panther, it went to Panther's Rage, actually. And it basically, it didn't reprint this. This is, of course, a cover by John Romita. But it reprinted, it starts from Jungle Action, because this is a reprint of an Avengers comic. So, but this is the first solo appearance, solo title of the Black Panther. And for the first 11 issues, It's all Panther's Rage storyline. And subsequent, right at the end here, we have, yeah, let's see if I can show it. Yeah, so this is the Jack Kirby Black Panther. First 7 issues anyway. King Solomon's Frog. Wonderful. Wonderful storyline. And then we have the Silver Surfer. And again, black and white. Features art by John Buscema, Jack Kirby. And let's see if we can see it. Oh, yeah. So it goes to the first issue. And of course, all these issues, the first issues of Silver Surfer in his original solo title were 25 cents because they were like 40 pagers. All John Buscema, some of John Buscema and Stan Lee's best work. Here's number 2. And in black and white, this one is excellent because you get the best of Buscema's artwork. Just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So that's Silver Surfer. And might as well do DC, of course. One of my favorite characters is Hawkman. And these are the black and white issues. And of course I got all the original issues that it showcases here. This is number 2. Better start with number 1. Number 1 has all of the great Joe Kubert's work. And let's see, there you go, Joe Kubert. And he looks great. The comic is a beautiful read in black and white. You get the benefits of all kinds of black and white artwork. It really showcases, if you have the right coloring, it showcases the quality of the artwork. So it goes from Joe Kubert to Murphy Anderson, and it covers some of the issues. Let's see if it says here. I think Mystery in Space. All Gardner Fox wrote, all 33 tales. A nice little collection to have in very cheap format. Great holiday read. And this is the other issues. And it also has, see if we can go to the back here. Let's see. Yeah, it also has the Adam Hawkman issues, which features some solo adventures, and it also has some great covers by, mostly great covers by Joe Kubert, and it has also some interior art solo stories of Hawkman. All right, so that's that. That's the Hawkman issues. And I also got, because I have a thing for women superheroes, the Spider-Woman. And I have some of the issues, including number 1. This is the cover of number 1. Some of the actual solo issues. And first appearance, solo appearance of Spider-Woman, Marvel Spotlight, number 32. Great storyline. Archie Goodwin's the writer and editor. Sal Buscema and Jim Mooney are the creators of the initial look of the character. All right. And then you have work by none other than Carmine Infantino. And he moved to Marvel and started doing some work on, what do you see? Carmine Infantino started doing some work on Spider-Woman. And this is the issue I have. Not an expensive issue to get. And there's Carmine Infantino, gave it Spider-Woman the look of the wavy hair. And this is number 2. I just love reading the continuity that these issues, these books offer. So there's that. That's Spider-Woman 2, and it has writers: Michael Fleischer, Chris Claremont, Ann Nocenti, Dave Cockrum, Brian Postman, and so on. Lots of writers and artists are showcased in these things, and they look good in black and white. They're well produced. Both DC and Marvel did a good job. And one of the great issues to get of Thor is this one. This is the Essential Thor. This is number 2. It doesn't have the Larry Lieber creation of Thor. But the art is mostly all Jack Kirby. That's what makes getting this one kind of fun. Starts with Journey into Mystery number 113. Nice reads. Some of the first comic books I ever got were Thor comic books when I was like 8. Literally buying it off the shelf for 12 cents. See if I can find it. It's Journey into Mystery. It's not a Journey into Mystery. See if it's there. Not 129. Not that one. No. Oh, that's the king size special. Anyway, Jack Kirby on Thor is just amazing. Amazing, amazing. And it works and it looks great in black and white. There's the High Evolutionary. Appears in the pages of the Warlock comic book, Marvel Premiere. I also got this one, and this features the Ms. Marvel. I have a near complete collection of that in comic book form. And this is the Essential Ms. Marvel. And that's nice cover art. That's, it says right there, signed, Giordano Andromeda. And the interior art is John Buscema, it looks like. Yeah. And Joe Sinnott. I have those issues. Including the one that people pay big money for. 16. Anyway, nice continuity read if you like it. If you want to read continuity. And what's a Marvel collection without Daredevil? There you go. It's Daredevil with Stan Lee, Wally Wood, John Romita, all the great artists and writers. And of course, this features the origin of Daredevil as drawn by Bill Everett. And you have Vinnie Coletta, because Vince Coletta took over, Joe Orlando and Coletta. And there you go. And then you go to Wally Wood. Beautiful artwork of Wally Wood. Of course, you don't get the color red showing up. You get the black and white version, which is okay. You get red on the cover. All right. So that's Daredevil. Nice book to have. And another one is Iron Fist, and this collects the first appearance, origin, and so on. Again, in black and white, it looks great. Black and white doesn't work for all of them, and I'll show you why. It didn't quite work. There's the first appearance. Nice black and white artwork. Again, Gil Kane. And then in issue number 16, it was Larry Hama. Alright, so that's that. And of course, there's the first Iron Man. Nice little book to have. Great holiday read. And it's Don Heck, I believe. Jack Kirby created the character. The look of the character. The Iron Man suit in the red and yellow was actually created by Steve Ditko. This is what the original Iron Man looked like. This is the origin. Nice origin story. Art is Don Heck. Alright. Nice holiday read. I love the back cover there. Just beautiful. So that's Iron Man. And of course there's also Doctor Strange. This is volume 1. And this has the Steve Ditko creation. And I love reading this origin story. It's a great origin story. One of the best origin stories ever. This is the first appearance. This isn't the origin story. This is one of the best. And this is Ditko. Here it is. This is the origin. One of the best origin stories written, I think. Beautiful artwork of Steve Ditko at creating mood, arrogance. Just love that. Anyway, that's Ditko. And Stan Lee, of course. And as I mentioned, it doesn't always work in the black and white. And I'll give you an example. It doesn't work in Green Lantern. And the reason being is that one of the Green Lantern's weaknesses is the color yellow. And as you're reading the story, you have to read it to see it. But when yellow shows up, you don't see it. You just see black and white pages. So you don't see what the original readers of the comic book actually saw. So this is anyway, this is a lot of fun to read. All right, so that's that, and we'll go on to Ghost Rider. And of course, Ghost Rider is Marvel Spotlight. Our writers are Roy Thomas, Gary Friedrich, Marv Wolfman, Tony Isabella. Mike Ploog's artwork is in here. So is Herb Trimp and Jim Mooney. This is a beautiful, nice, and it works well in black and white. I like Ploog's work. One of the great artists, I think. And like I said, just works wonderful in black and white. This is the origin story as it appeared in Ghost Rider Spotlight, Marvel Spotlight number 5. Just wonderful artwork. Look at that. Anyway, if you want to appreciate good art, you just have to buy one of these. And they're not that expensive. And this is another beautiful book. This is the Unknown Soldier showcase. Again, the artwork. You want to read? Look at that. Just amazing stuff. One of the things about, and this is all Kubert, known for his war books. Covers, just incredible stories, really sophisticated level stories. Especially in the war books and in this time period at DC. And you can appreciate Kubert's work, but there's also other artists and writers that worked on the title. This was an incredible title, and like I said, it works well in black and white. All right, and it wasn't all Kubert, obviously. He did a lot of these issues, but it features a bunch of artists and writers. Jerry Tallock, Jack Sparling. See who created the character. This looks like Kubert's work. Yeah, that's Kubert. It goes to show he's a great draftsman, unparalleled. And there's also this great book. This is The Metal Man. Fun read. This is Volume 1, Showcase Presents of The Metal Man. And I think Robert Kanigher, is one of the main artists on this. Ross Andru, Robert Kanigher. Ross Andru, of course, drew a lot of the Wonder Woman starting the Silver Age period. There you go. Nice little bit of artwork. And like I said, it works well in black and white. And these are very fun reads for people of any age, actually. The writer is Premiani, I think. Let's see if it says. It should say. Oh, Lord, terrible. That's DC for you. Yeah. It says here, until the 1970s, it was not common practice in the comic book industry, that's for DC, to credit all stories. In the preparation of this collection, we used our best efforts to review any surviving records and consult any available databases and knowledgeable parties. So, anyway, they do acknowledge it on the back. So, diverse dispositions, okay, fuel the character, innovative imaginations of writer Robert Kanigher, artist Ross Andru, and Mike Esposito. I think Ross Andru, did that first one. It looks like his style. Yeah, that's Ross Andru. Okay, and I've read enough of the, I can tell by the way he draws his faces. I've read enough of Wonder Woman's to know that that's Andru's work. Alright, so that's that one. And of course, it starts Silver Age Batman. What's a DC collection without a Silver Age Batman collection? And of course, I have the original, the Chronicle versions of the color comic books, the first appearances of Batman in Detective Comics 27 and following. And there you go. This starts with issue 327. It's volume 1. The Mystery of the Menacing Mask. That's the big change. And fortunately, they have the artists and the writers. Gardner Fox being one of the primary ones. And in a couple of the issues, it credits Bob Kane. And it's Bob Kane like you don't usually see him. Like, this is considered Bob Kane's work, and as you can tell, it doesn't quite look like Bob Kane. So, anyway, so that's volume 1, and I wasn't planning to buy any other Batman, but I did. Batman being one of my favorite characters, of course, from DC. Many favorite characters, many people's favorite character. And this one I picked up very cheap. It's like, and it starts with the very first appearance of Batgirl. All right, that's that one. So that's Detective Comics number 359. All right, it's a Chronicle type issue. Yeah, this one's written by Gardner Fox, John Broome, Mike Friedrich. Artists Carmine Infantino, Sheldon Moldoff, Chick Stone, Gil Kane, and others. And of course, this is the first Silver Age cover appearance, something like that, of Penguin. And of course, I had to get this. This is Batgirl. This is volume 1. Another good, great holiday read from cover to cover. And this one has all the early appearances of Batgirl, including this issue, famous cover. And it starts off with, guess what? Yeah. The first appearance of Batgirl in Detective 359. $1 million debut. Some of these, I think, there's from a Batman issue. Different artists, different writers, but nice little book to read. So that's Batgirl. This is volume 1. And of course, I also got Captain Marvel, Shazam, as DC calls it. And this is the first ones have C.C. Beck as the actual artist, the creator of the character. It goes from issues 1 to 33. And I believe C.C. Beck did some of the early issues. Yeah, he returned. He did the cover and he did the interior. And yeah, it's nice to see him get back to his creation. This is wonderful. Very nice reads. Beautiful adventures. Just simple, fun adventures. All right, that's Shazam. And many call this the prototype of Fantastic Four. They stand on their own. They're the challengers of the unknown. Ran for quite a few issues in DC Comics. And of course, the cover art there is Jack the King Kirby, the creator of the series and the characters. There you go. Challengers of the unknown, as Jack Kirby would be drawing. Just wonderful early Kirby art, but just stands on its own. Just wonderful stuff. And let's see if we can see credits here. Yep. Jack Kirby. Jack. Writer penciler, Jack Kirby. This is from Challengers of the Unknown number 3. So he did quite a few issues before Marvel took him away. And of course I have the Silver Age Wonder Woman. This is volume 1. And of course I have the archives of the original. And the hardcover archives. And let's see. It's Ross Andrew who's really the artist for a lot of these. Yeah, this is Ross Andrew. Does it give the credits? Wouldn't you know it? Don't know why they do that. I think it's kind of obvious just by looking at the style. Yeah, that's Ross Andrew. So it starts with Wonder Woman number 98. I love this cover. It's got the H.G. Peter look. It's a nice cover. All right. And then we're going back to Marvel. And we have Moon Knight. And where does Moon Knight go? Moon Knight starts with, I think, the first in the Marvel Spotlight, I think it was. Yeah. Werewolf by Night, first appearance of Moon Knight. Werewolf by Night number 32. And the solo run, if it has it, it's 33. Yeah, there's the first solo. Marvel Spotlight number 28. There you go. And then you go deep. Now, this is from the Color Magazine. It doesn't quite work in terms of reproduction. I mean, you have the dark images. It doesn't quite work. You can do it in the... yeah, this is from Marvel Preview. And then you have the color Incredible Hulk. where he made his appearance. I mean, the artwork, they did their best in terms of bringing out, without too much shading, lightening the shading and bringing out the artwork. And it's Bill Sienkiewicz, I think, did this artwork. But you can see how it works best in a color, just a simple color comic book, where you just remove the color and you see Sienkiewicz's best work. In this version of Sienkiewicz's art, he was very influenced by Neil Adams. There's not very many people that can use Neil Adams as their kind of template for artwork. And he certainly is a very talented artist. That's Bill Sienkiewicz. Doug Monk did a lot of the stories for this. All right, so that's Moon Knight. All right, then I'm going to show you, and here is Dazzler. Why did I buy Dazzler? Well, number one, I like the continuity of the stories. Number two, she was a woman superhero, and I like women superheroes. So that's Dazzler. That's the first appearance. Uncanny X-Men number 130. First appearance of Dazzler. And that's John Byrne artwork. Chris Claremont. Byrne being the creator of the image of the character. And then eventually she had her solo issues. And there it is. Nice book. Standard superhero fare, but well worth the reading. Fun to read. I love the continuity. That's why I think the issues lasted so long. This is Frank Springer. Danny Fingeroth did the writing. The issues lasted long because of the continuity. Anyway, it's a nice little holiday read if you're into, and this is volume. Look at the size of this thing. That's why they call them phone books. And they're really hard to store on the shelf. So here's my, those of you who stayed to the end, I had the special essential to show. Before I show that special essential, I should show one more thing. And that's this. This is what's called the Definitive She. And of course it has all of the early appearances of She. It claims to be volume 1. And this was put out by a company called Crusade. And it's a martial arts book, which is one of the reasons why I purchased it. And the other thing is it's kind of rare. And the third thing is it features a female superhero martial artist. But anyways, if you want to look through it, it doesn't quite work because of the type of reproduction that they had to do. They did their best to lighten the color, just to get but you can see how the darkness, the dark pages. So to do it, you can't produce these things. I mean, you can read through it and the pages are beautifully, artistically done. It's She at her samurai best. But because of the dark colors, it just doesn't quite come out right. Anyway, I wanted to show that. So that's the Definitive She. It's a nice cover. And this is the surprise. This one was a gift years back of, and I think that's Darwin Cook who did that cover. And this is a gift of the Uncanny X-Men. And of course, it's signed. One of my I think it was my daughter who got it signed by Stan Lee. And of course I have to keep it in a bag because his signature is, the way he did it was all in marker. So anyway, so there you go, The Essential X-Men by Stan the Man. And of course I had to get the other part. And it starts with 25 and so on. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to end with that. So these are my essentials that I've collected over the many years. And for holiday reads, they certainly need a lot more time. So you have to pick and choose which one you want to go through. And there's some that I always go to, and some I take longer to pick up. This one I haven't opened in a while, only because I want to preserve the signature. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks everyone for watching, and feel free to make your comments. And if you have any kind of definitive, I mean, I do have the archive editions, and of course I use those and read those during the holidays. I have several different titles, unique titles, and so on, some of which you may have seen in past videos. I've never shown my essentials only because they're not as quite as valuable as some of the other books that I have. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this, and always feel free to comment. And if you have a favorite essential that you continue to read and enjoy, just you can put it in the comments. And thanks for the subscriptions. Feel free to share anything you or any of the videos that I present. All right, thanks.